Hello, Movie Mavens! Welcome back to the B Movies channel. My name is Bailey, and I put the B in B movies. So this week, just for full transparency, my allergies have been awful. I'm very responsible. I always COVID test multiple times whenever I have anything upper respiratory. So this video may be a little bit shorter than our norm because I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, but we have an exciting lineup this week, and I still wanted to talk to you about our lineup, tease our bite-sized Sunday, and dive a bit more into what is one of my favorite analog horror series of all time. So, to kick us off, let's start off with our blog roundup. So this week we're talking some of my favorite Disney Channel original movies, including two of my favorite Disney Channel original movies that, spoiler, I found out a few years ago, aren't actually Disney Channel original movies, being My Date with the President's Daughter and HE Double Hockey Sticks. I will give everyone a moment to process. Okay, moving on. Also, apologies, Pudge is in the background doing his thing. He's the best dog, puts up with a lot in our house, so I'm just going to let him do whatever he would like. So next up we have Back to Ghoul, which is a roundup of some of my favorite school-based, academic-based horror movies, everything from Cry Wolf to Prom Night. It's a great list, check it on out. Next up we have Do Revenge. I love this movie. It's one of the best teen movies to have come out in years, in my opinion. Also, if you grew up with the likes of 10 Things I Hate About You, Scream, Cruel Intentions, all of Jawbreaker, all of those iconic films, they're all referenced throughout Do Revenge. And it honestly really is just a love letter to that time of teen film. So, highly recommend it. Next up, we talk about the Monument Mythos, which will also be the video essay portion of this video because it's just so good. It's so good. Alex Canassis he's just such a good creator, man. And we'll get into that in a moment. And then last but not least, we're talking about introductory horror. So things like Night Books, Monster Squad, things like that really are aimed towards new horror fans or younger horror fans and are a good middle ground between, some of the lighter Halloween content and, more adult horror films. So, with all of our blogs out of the way, let's dive into the teaser for Bite Size Sunday. So this Bite Size Sunday, as you know, is only teased here and is also Instagram exclusive. So be sure to follow the B Movies Instagram to see that content because those reviews are not posted on our blog site. But this Bite Size Sunday teaser is that. It's going to be about a 90s themed show that I believe was canceled too soon. So there's your teaser. Think about 90s themed shows that may have only had one season. There's your hint. So yeah, and also just while we're talking about Bite Size Sundays, this is just a friendly reminder that beginning the week of September 4th, right now, if you follow me personally on Instagram, I am posting daily posts about the B Movies blog on both my personal and the B Movies Instagram, which I'll link in the description below. But you can also follow us. It's just at B Movies channel, same as our YouTube handle. Just to let everybody know, starting the week of September 4th, on my personal Instagram, I will no longer be posting daily. I will only do on Sundays a slider post about all of the content. So if you want those daily updates and those Friday roundups, everything like that, follow us on the B Movies Instagram because there's only a couple more weeks where I am going to post it on my personal Instagram as well. So there will not be daily posts. So be sure to follow us so you know day by day what content is going out. And then follow us here on the channel so that you can get your Friday video roundup. And so that, with all the business out of the way, I want to dive a little bit more into the Monument Mythos. So for those unfamiliar with the Monument Mythos, if you want to go watch it on Alex's channel, which it used to be Alex Kansas, now it is Mr. Manticore. If you want to go watch all of it first, there are a total of 3 seasons out, as well as the Nixon verse also ties in. So if you want to go watch that first, totally understandable. But to give you an overview, the Monument Mythos starts out with James Dean being elected our 37th president. And if you're like, that's not correct, you are correct. This takes place in an alternate timeline. It plays around with a lot of historical figures like John Rockefeller, James Dean, Richard Nixon. It also plays around with a lot of alternative timelines, a lot of alternate reality material, and the coolest part to me is that it takes this idea that most of our historical landmarks and monuments like the Lincoln Memorial, Mount Rushmore, are actually guises for Lovecraftian horrors. And so at times it's like watching a Ken Burns documentary. Like, you'll be watching it and almost forget that what you're watching is a piece of fiction. And so it's wonderfully done. The way that Alex, you can just tell how much Alex cares about this series and how much effort and work and time and passion has been put into it. Also, if you're like me, I'm a huge video essay girly. Honestly, with a lot of YouTube videos, if they're under half an hour, unless it's like Hope Scope or like another like shorter creator, I don't even watch them. But Wendigoon has almost 6 hours split between 2 videos, 6 or 7 hours, where he fully takes a deep dive into every single video, breaks every single video down. One came out about a year ago, and then he just uploaded a video a few weeks ago that includes season 3 and revisits some of his older theories. I would highly recommend watching them because he breaks it down. He's talked to Alex, he has some insider info, and just his theories are great. And this series is just very special, and it's something very unique, and I think that it proves yet again that YouTube is, like we saw in Talk to Me, which you can read that review over on the B Movies blog as well. I think that YouTube is going to have a lot of influence on horror and modern horror. I truly believe that YouTube is going to play a big part in the future of horror, whether it be YouTubers becoming horror directors, or like with the Backrooms, where Kane Pixels is working with A24 to make a film adaptation. I just really think that YouTube horror series are going to be more commonplace, as well as YouTube-based creators becoming directors and consultants and working to adapt their works to film. I fully believe that. I've believed that for several years, but that's how I feel. So, like I said, not feeling 100%. So just to do a quick recap, this week on the B Movies blog, DCOMs, Back to Ghoul, Do Revenge, Monument Mythos, Introductory Horror. Check out all 5 of those. Your bite-sized Sunday teaser is that it's about a 90s themed show that was canceled too soon. And then a reminder to follow the B Movies Instagram, because starting the week of September 4th, I will no longer be posting on my personal Instagram daily posts about the B Movies blog. The daily posts will exclusively live on the B Movies channel, and I will only do one Sunday recap slider post on my personal. So be sure to follow at B Movies channel over on Instagram to be sure that you're getting that daily content, getting those daily links. This is a crazy announcement. I got a notification from WordPress a few weeks ago. We actually, we soft launched at the end of January, and we started posting regularly the week of March 6th. And we've already hit over 1,000 views. And so thank you so much to everyone who has shared links, who has supported the blog in any way. That's crazy to me that, over the course of just a few months, we've had over 1,000 views. We have several subscribers, which is awesome. So just thank you to everyone for subscribing, for sharing, for liking, for reading. We appreciate you so much. So the last order of business, be sure to follow the B Movies channel over on Instagram at B Movies channel. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, on my personal Instagram, at Lisa Frankenstein, at Lisa_Frankenstein_. Sorry, I've taken cold medication, and so my brain is like jello jiggling on a plate. So be sure to follow me over on Instagram if you'd like, at Lisa_Frankenstein_. Feel free to follow Elliot on Instagram at reading.with.red. And be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video. I at first was so nervous, but I've actually gotten into a fun little groove making these videos for all of you. I love sharing this time with you every single week. Hopefully soon we'll be able to get some interviews and things and shake up the content a little bit in addition to this format. So yeah, I hope y'all have a great week. We are getting ever closer to spooky season, which is my favorite time of the year, and it still makes me upset that my birthday's in August because it just doesn't feel right. And so with that, all that's left to do is fade to black.